What's going on, my crew? This is Rusty, and welcome to another episode of Skyopolis 4. In today's episode, I want to basically keep going on the pack. We have lots to do, and wanted to continue doing that. Looks like I need to get ourselves a bit more charcoal to start us off, but nevertheless, lots to get to in the pack. Let's talk about what I've done off camera. Off camera, I've been messing around with Botania a little bit, and found that we can actually get some snowballs, and I was trying to subvert the system by getting this guy to make snowballs for us, but I guess he doesn't do that or something? I don't know. I made this little contraption. Open Crate allows us to make, where is it? Where was it? I think the item's called Open Crate, not the mod called Open Crate. But it allows us to make things that drop if they're under a hopper. But I found this is actually way easier because I've got a timer. It's set to 300, and basically it's dropping them down and they're getting consumed. We're making a pretty decent amount of mana. And then, as you guys can see, we've got some runes on the table because we have a Runic Altar. And these runes are all of our basic runes. One of the things that I got to off camera was making our basic runes. And now we have seasonal runes. And then once we get the seasonal runes, we got the advanced runes. And what we need is the Rune of Gluttony. The Rune of Gluttony requires winter, fire, mana, diamonds to get. We need the gluttony thing because I need to make a this guy, Munch Dew, which this actually eats petals. It eats these petals. So we can create, hopefully, a big tree and get a bunch of energy or mana from that. And why do we need the mana from that? To be honest with you, I don't remember. But also, on that note, one of the other things that I wanted to talk with you guys about is getting these things going here. One of the things that we can do is make the crusher. I'll show you guys this. I smelted up so much stuff off camera. And in my solar cookers. So we've got, if I type in ingot, a lot of ingots, including gold ingots, iron. I realized that we didn't need to use the smelting stuff at all when we have all these solar cookers. So if we come down here, no, there we go. If we come down here and sleep for a second, we'll find that we've got a lot of stuff. All set and ready to go. And one of the major things that I've done is I've gotten us some steel production up, and been also working on getting some coal coke production up. Now, coal coke has been a little bit difficult to make because I haven't really done much in the way of getting coal. But I'm thinking I'm not going to empty this dust thing. And I think we're just going to kind of keep things a little bit steady state. One thing that I think I do want to do is have an item pump to pump out the cobblestone gen and put it right in here and get ourselves some regular stone production up. But there's a lot of things that we don't really need to worry too much about just yet. Well, we'll see. But the crusher is going to allow us to get, I don't think it's double the ore output or anything, but it's definitely our next way to go. And we're going to need to start building a factory, but I think we've got enough steel to get a lot of this stuff done. We certainly have the redstone engineering block. And then once again, we're met with the squeezer, and of course the arc furnace is going to be a big thing that we need to do. Now, real quick, before we move into much of anything, I want to just talk about this blast furnace here, and why I'm not making it into a huge thing. one of the things with the blast furnace is, in order to get that, it's basically going to be the same thing it is now, except we essentially have these preheaters, which make the steel produce faster. As it says here, use preheaters to make steel faster. The way we're going, I don't really see a need to do that other than to get to the next level. I don't need preheaters. I think the footprint of the machine is smaller, though. So there is that. But even still, I want to get the crusher. I want to get the squeezer. I want to work on getting the arc furnace. That will allow us to get to the next level, which is going to be making the machines. Making these machine frames will get a couple things that will just really condense down a lot of our stuff. So I wanted to show you guys this as well. I went ahead and made a high voltage capacitor, which actually isn't that hard to make. And that's going to store all of our power. I think we do need a high voltage transformer because I think the only way to pull out to get the output from it is to, have these transformers to medium voltage. But we will see. I really don't want to screw this up, because if I do, you can say bye-bye to all of our power. Okay, we are going to take a bit of a risk here, but I think I know what I'm doing. I think. We're going to put a relay, just to be safe, here. And basically what I'm doing is I'm keeping the wires away from the walking space. Eventually I'm going to move this stuff over. But this is going to be, you know what, let's put a torch down. This is going to be our eventual factory room. So, starting off with just a little bit of creation, and now we need a, what do they call these things? Connector. What could happen is we put one here, and this blows up. What I think is going to happen, actually, is because these are low voltage connectors, it should work, theoretically. I think you only, if we had like a low voltage here to low voltage here, and then needed a high voltage machine, like we had a high voltage machine, we'd want to put a transformer from low to high, or just do high to high. And if we had high going to high, trying to go to low, it would blow up this machine. So I think that is where the transformers come in. So, I need more wiring. And if this works, then it doesn't blow up. Perfect. Okay, so let's look at what we need to do for this. This is going to be a heavy machinery crusher. So we are going to need all this stuff, which is not the best. So I'm going to show you guys a much easier way of dealing with this. We're going to pull out our projector. So we'll take the projector and place it, I don't know, there, and we want the crusher. Confirm, and we want to put it right here. So now it projects everything that we need right here. So these are the steel scaffolding, and as you guys can see, it lights it up exactly what we need for it. There we go. We got it. Perfect. I guess we can go through this to get to the other side again, because we won't need to be back here very often. So, now that we've got this all set, I believe if we just put our projector out of our inventory, that goes away. Now we need to find where we plug it in, right here. So, it is filling up with power, but look how slow it fills up with power. That might not be enough. So we need to be careful. I think if we get a chest, and we put that on top What if we do like that? Will that work? Okay, it will. Cool. So then all we need to do is just put a chest here, and then a chest here. And that gave us aluminum grit and gold grit. And then we can put osmium ore. Does its thing there. And we're actually maintaining like a decent amount of power, so that's pretty good. So let's do a real quick test. So we got ore that's going to be in here. We got bauxite, we got redstone, a bunch of other things. Let's see what 1 silver ore gets us. Hopefully it gets us 2. Okay. 2. Nice. Now what we can do is we can then layer down underneath this a solar, some solar cookers. I'll have to figure out a way to do this so we can get the sun. But we can have some solar cookers off to the side here. And that can cook up the ore that we get afterwards. So basically all we do is we put all of our ores in here. That will cook them up and then place them into our storage system. So we always have the ores that we know we want to have. Which would be pretty nice. Let's get some salmon. I cooked up a bunch of salmon, so we have something to eat. Okay, so here's the next thing that we're going to do. I really want to focus on getting the munch dew. So let's get the Rune of Winter, which requires cake, water, earth, 2 snow blocks, and some wool. The cake might be the most difficult part, but we might actually have the proper stuff. Do I have wheat? I have it dropping charcoal onto here. And then this burns it, puts it into the mana spreader, which puts it into the mana pool. The mana pool then puts it into this mana spreader. You have to have it right next to each other. And then we can go in here and we can place that in there. We need snow blocks. That's 1 right there. The snow blocks can be gotten with a pure daisy next to water. That makes it snow blocks. So we need 2 snow blocks. Then we needed water, Rune of Water, Rune of Earth. Okay. And then I think, no, I need that. There we go. Just Control-Shift to exit it out. We need wool. White wool should be fine. Now, as you guys can see, as we look here, we've got the rune. See how it's turning a little bit green like a clock? That is the rune being made. So it's pulling the mana from the mana pool and sending it over to here. You're going to need your wand. Put living stone in the middle. And then when it's ready, boom. Apparently we got our runes back. Nice. I didn't know that part. That's an added bonus. Alright, and then the Rune of Gluttony, I think requires us to have one other thing. Here it is. We need the Rune of Fire, Rune of Winter, 2 mana diamonds. So, we're going to have... We already got 2 Runes of Fire, so that's good. How many diamonds do we have? Good. We've got enough. So, mana diamonds, pretty simple and easy. Just throw those in there like that. Then we're going to put in 1, 2, 1. Mana diamonds, 1, 2. Now this may take a little bit longer. I'm not sure. How much mana we got in the mana pool? Running a little bit low. Alright, cool. So now all we need is seeds, which I put away earlier. So we just go bloop, boom. Got it. I expect I'll probably find the tree, like, eaten by the end of it. I think this is semi-automated, so I think I'm pretty good with it, because my hope is that it'll eventually eat this, and then maybe we can put another tree here, right? and it'll eat this tree and this tree eventually, and then we can just cut these down after a little bit. So we'll probably put another one right here, see what it eats, how long it takes to get through it all, and then go from there. This is... well, we'll see. I want to see this thing in action. Oh, there it goes. So it's deciding to eat this tree first. And does it go on to this one? Nice! Look at that, guys. It goes on to this one. And then it stops there. Okay. So if we can have, yeah, like a block placer. Is this something? Okay, so this is something we can make. And then we can get a block breaker. Because this is... Alright. Let's do this real quick, because this is going to be a game changer. Doesn't need redstone. Oh no! I didn't think about that. I did not think about that. Okay. This one doesn't need redstone. That much we know. Now the thing that worries me is I wonder how this is going to do with this. So we're going to do that just to get access to this chest. Eventually we'll automate this fully. Basically, let's get some stone. And I'm going to show you guys how we're going to eventually show this. Do this. So boom, gets it. And mines it. Puts it in. Gets it. Mines it. This is exactly what we want. But I think that's going to do it for today's episode. It looks like I'm probably into the episode, so good time to end. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, maybe leave a like on it for me. That would be great. And if you really enjoyed... Ooh, let's see if I can break this. Ooh, did it actually break it, though? It did. Sweet. If you did enjoy, guys, make sure to leave a like on it for me. And if you really enjoyed, would love it if you would hit that subscribe button if you feel that I've earned it. But until next time, guys, happy mining and crafting.